Hello everyone and welcome back. It is I, Wizalix, and here we are to play the great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So, finally we're here back at the fourth episode, yeah? Last time that we played, well, we started to gather information about this case. This case about not really the murder, but the attempts of a Japanese man to kill a woman in an empty street. We don't really know who saw it, but it seems that there were two witnesses, or three. And among them, one policeman, indeed. And I'm not really sure what he was doing actually. I think he was like lighting up some lamps. I don't know. It's very hard to follow this. Well, I wasn't in my right mind at that moment, but now I'm way better. Okay, are we ready? 19th of February, 741 p.m. Sholmes suit. Yeah, we finally see Sholmes after so long. But this is where the great detective makes his living. It feels surreal to be here somehow. Music. Is it as described in the stories, Mrs. Sato? Maybe less clean? I don't know. Sato-san. Oh no, he's mesmerized. Many famous cases have been solved here, in this very room. I suppose they must have been, yes? Never read the story, so it's hard to get quite as excited about it as she seems to be. The detective chases the villain relentlessly. She disappears into the fog down an unlit London streets. Oh, the thrill of it, the romanticism, when you feel your heart thumping in your chest. Can't you, Mr. Nerhodo? I suppose I can, yes. Is a fan girl. Well, I guess I'm a fan too. Oh man, the seeks. No, let's be real here. I mean, hell yeah, what the hell? He's so cool. But he's not here. Brave. I'll just stand here and soak up the atmosphere for a while longer. Please don't mind me. She's obsessed. Yay. Well, looks like a detective friend isn't home at the present. Excuse me, is anybody home? Or do we have a visitor? Who? Hello, is it a big new case for Mr. Sholmes? Oh, yeah, glasses! What's better like that? Hello? Wait. Aren't you... Oh, rude of me. I'll go ahead and make some tea at once. I'm sure it's the same girl. Miss Sarah, do you see the girl who was just here? Oh yes, isn't it truly extraordinary? I think the King of Bohemia came to this very room to ask Mr. Sholmes to take on his case. King of yeah? King William Godstrach Sigismund von Ormstein, of course. Easy. I'm drawing a blank. Forget the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes for a moment and look over there. Little girl, not fine. The tea is brewed and I have a freshly baked cake as well. I guess we'll need to report to Sholmes. That's an end of career for him. But it started so well. It seems that got too much. Got much power in his head? No, that's not what we say. It's you. I know it's Citizen recognize her too. There you are. Oh. Flashback. Was looking for what? Yeah, she just got back her gun, it seems, or whatever. Not really sure. Is she? It's not Watson, because it's Sholmes, so it should be Watson. I never met a lawyer from the Far East before. Who are you? Having to get straight to work when you've only just arrived in London. Oh yes, it was challenging. Well, try to say, must say special blend, you know? Thank you. Is this supposed to look that color? Like? Orange? Pink? What to know? What a fragrance yet a mellow flavor. It's a winner. I tried blending different leaves designed to elevate fatty, you see. You must be exhausted after your long voyage here. You have another ticklish trial tomorrow. Oh, and you're to defend a Japanese man. I do wish you lots and lots of luck. Is she a spy? Really spy? Huh. Ew. Ew. Did Mr. Sholmes... Ew. Mr. Sholmes tell you about us by any chance? Oh, you know Harley, do you? Harley, Mr. Sholmes, do you surely? Mr. Sholmes was a fellow passenger on the boat that brought us to Great Britain, you see. Was he really? Well, I had no idea. I'm afraid Harley's out on the narrow again today, even though he's just returned from overseas. Wait a minute. We met this girl for the first time ever yesterday, after the trial, and only briefly at that. I wonder that she knows so much about us. Eh? A spy? Mini spy? We spy? Mini pie? She did use all these things, do you think? Perhaps more to the point. Why is she here? In Mr. Sholmes' suit? Suit? Oh no. Telling me I haven't introduced myself, have I? It's a great pleasure to meet you both. My name is Iris Wilson. Wait a second. Just 1 second. The Great Ace Attorney. Chronicles. Whatever you want. Blah 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 blah. No, the first character who died is John H. Watson. It can't be the Watson from the stories, right? Okay. I live here together with Holly. Police? Hello? Yeah. You know son Sholmes, Howard Sholmes? Yeah. It seems that he's kind of fond of little girls. What's the matter? No, wait, this can't be. Did you say that your name is Wilson? What's the matter with Sato-san? Why is she so flustered all of a sudden? He's the actual Wilson, Dr. Wilson. And what are your names? I'm Rino Skinner-Hodo, a lawyer from Japan. Sorry. I'm Skinner-Hodo's judicial assistant, Satomi Kotobe. It's wonderful to meet you. Lovely Susie and Bruno. Yeah? I'm Bruno, indeed, and this is Susie. Right, Iris? Susie and Bruno. There's more to this girl than meet the eyes. I have so many questions for her, I don't know where to start. And so do I. He's the real medium. Hello, mini thing. Doctor, engineer, I don't know. It was you that we ran into yesterday, wasn't it? At the Old Bailey. Yes, that's right. You were ever so helpful. Thank you so much. Oh no, not at all. I'm so sorry we couldn't have been more welcoming. Though at the time we did have a rather large gun pointed at us. You mean that? Like this? Thinking back now, you left with Miss Lestrade in town, didn't you? Is that awkward witness, Gina Lestrade? Oh, Ginny, yes. She's a professional pickpockets. We found out. It was very naughty of her to pinch my invention like that. Are you referring to that trial-disrupting gun-like contraption? Exactly, so I followed her, you see, to get it back. Perhaps I should think about fitting a self-destruct mechanism in my inventions. Are you sure about that? This girl is dangerous. I'm pouting. Anyway, I brought Ginny back here after that, so she could apologize to my trusty technician. Sorry, technician? Only of course, silly. Yes, hello, Sholmes. We live here together. I don't want to judge, you see. But even then... An interesting hereditary has such an interesting young daughter. Unlikely. I wouldn't call him Holly. He was my father, would I? Well then, what is your relationship with Mr. Sholmes? Well, I expect you found out that lodgings of any kind in London are very expensive. The solution is to share the cost with a partner, a roommate. The roommates? Okay, that's okay. I hope you don't mind me asking, Iris, but how old are you? 10 alas this year. I don't know this Sir Sholmes. Okay, no. I'm not related to. Well, what are your mother and father? Oh no, they're not around. Oh, I see. I wonder what the story is there. Yeah, do what you want, Sholmes. I don't know you. Maybe the hero of a story. But you... Is there something I must ask you? Of course, go ahead, Susie. I'm a very great fan of the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, and you have a copy of Rand's magazine. Yes, I read every issue. It's all the way to Japan on the ship. This is so exciting. The stories are being read on the other side of the wall. She's the one who's writing them. Well, he did say that Wilson was the one who, well, was writing those reports. Things. Where? Oh no. That's right, Holly is always solving such amazing cases, you see. He tells me all about them. They really are quite fascinating. It will be such a shame, but I was the only one who ever heard them, don't you think? Goodness. Last night he was telling me all about the new case he just solved on a steamship traveling from a faraway land. I was just in the middle of typing up the manuscripts for the next issue before you came. It's actually talking about us. You are the other. I'll let you in on the secrets. If you like, I'm going to call this latest adventure Speckled Band. Ooh. It's only very familiar. Of course, I always change one or two details in the stories, here and there. This time I had the idea of making a venomous snake be the cause of all the trouble. Oh, that was Mr. Sholmes' first thought as well, actually. Yes, and of course I know that the snake might not be a credible fit for the facts of the case exactly, but it's a story. The poetic license is justified to make it more thrilling, I think. Don't you? So do you mean to say are the stories about Mr. Sholmes that are published in the Rand's magazine? All written by me? Yes. On my wonderful and very modern typewriter. All the stories I've ever read are written by a doctor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson. The first victim, you know, who died from Giselle Brett's beginning of the game. Literally the first thing that we saw. Is called John H. Watson and is a doctor of medicine. Watson, not Wilson, Watson. The sand's getting more and more walked up. Oh yes, that's me. I mean, my name really is Wilson. But what about the doctor of medicine part? That's all true too. I'm a doctor of medicine. At 10 years old? At 10 years old. Okay. Well, that's quite incredible. Don't cry. Little Wilson is an English gentleman. Yes, I did alter the setting slightly for the stories to be more compelling. Business is business, you see. Well, it sounds a little strange, doesn't it? A great detective with 10 years old in tow. You. Well, I suppose it does, yes. Oh, Saracen, she looks like her whole wall has just fallen apart. That's not so bad. Oops! Wrong button. Wait, I don't get it. No, John H. Wilson is the professor invited. Not Watson, but Wilson. It's the actual name. Oh no. Huh? I don't get it. I don't get who's who. This is Iris Wilson and John H. Wilson. Well, anyway, it's not important. Whatever. Blah 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 blah. Oh no, maybe they actually made a mistake somewhere. Because they called the first character like that, but it's never mentioned again, so guess it's not really important. Down to the choice, please. Okay, I think we're done. Okay, you deduction just now. About before. Yes, yes? What's on your mind, Bruno? Don't tell me. Do tell me. Or did you know that I was a lawyer and we just arrived in London, I mean? Lawyer? The armband, simply. Arrived yesterday. Well, pretty hard. Maybe because it was pretty... London? I don't know. Well, she was here. I don't know. And that we have a difficult trial tomorrow. How do you know all of that? Oh, that's what you mean. Please tell us how you did it. Explain every detail. Of course, I'd be delighted, although there's really no mystery. Now let's begin. Glasses on. Iris Wilson is proud to present her. Logic and reasoning spectacular. Oh no. First of all, I knew already that you were a lawyer, Bruno. Simply after the look on this armband. After all, I met you yesterday at the Old Bailey, in defense and the chamber. True. You also say that we'll only just arrive in London. How do you know that? Oh, also have a passport and travel ticket protruding from your breast pockets. So I was reasonably confident you must have only just arrived in the country. And on top of that, you stated a case against that particular prosecutor, namely you were unaware of London's court affairs. The repair of the Bailey. I walked right into that one, didn't I? What the... What? Huh? Then noticed a red ink stamp on the back of Susie's hand. You were given that when you visited the local prison to meet with a suspect, weren't you? Earlier today. You used those stamps to keep a close eye on comings and goings, you see. I didn't realize. I never realized. The red stamp is only used for people visiting foreign inmates. That told me that even though you had only yesterday concluded the trial of Magnus McGeldon, two of you had already just had cause to visit a foreign inmates at a local prison. While neither of you was wearing a particularly sad expression on your face, they concluded that the prisoner was unlikely to be a friend or relative. Led me to believe that you must have accepted a new case. I see. How could you have known that the trial was tomorrow? Well, Sholmes is walking in that, so yeah. Well, having barely been home a few hours yesterday, well, he solved yet another case. It obviously amused him. Told me that he'd caught a Japanese man who was bawling and trembling. Luckily, there must have been, yeah. Mr. Natsume. Now, Bruno that has that fancy Japanese sword. And I think your outfit is called a kimono, isn't it, Susie? Well, anyway, it was clear to me that you both come from Japanese yourselves. I put two and two together and decided you must be defending the Japanese man Hurley caught. And there was only one conclusion those facts could lead me to. You both came here to ask Hurley about the case. She's better. She's way better than him. There's a note on the mantelpiece that says the man's trial will be tomorrow. Hurley is always stabbing his notes with a knife, you know. It's silly. You mean this? Behind you? Oh no, it's a letter. Oh no. And this looks like a shoe. An hourglass. What are those, actually? What are those? Hey, it's a hammer. Might be some Easter eggs here. Okay, thank you for listening. I'm Iris Watson, and that was one of my great deductions. Impressive. Impressive, really. Well, was it a winner? Well, my deduction's correct. It was spot on. It was amazing, Iris. Truly a great deduction. Even managed to discern something of Mr. Sholmes' delivery. Oh well, I was just copying Hurley's style for that. It's really very good news. You tell us all about the case involving the Japanese man, you will, won't you, Iris? Please. Now. Oh no. So yesterday Mr. Sholmes apprehended the Japanese man, you were saying? Yes. Holly had just arrived back in London after his sea voyage. The police were waiting for him at the railway station, taking him directly to the crime scene. What about the other criminal? Maybe she came with another boat. Whatever. Apparently, a woman was stabbed on a quiet street somewhere in town. There were witnesses who had seen a short, shifty-looking, stooped man running away from the scene. Shifty-looking stooped man, yeah, it's Natsume. Obviously. Taki-san said that he didn't see anybody else on the street at all. It seemed there were witnesses after all. Ali used his great deductive power to determine the man's address. It was a lodging room. Very nearby, he went directly there with the police. And what did they find? A short, shifty-looking man, quivering in fear. Mr. Sholmes' great deduction could certainly hit the mark that time. Of course it did. He's a great detective. Well, that means the incident occurred only 2 days ago. But tomorrow is too soon for the trial, isn't it? Definitely. We have no time to investigate properly. Police say that London is rife with crime. Scotland Yard is doing its best. They can't stay on top of it, apparently. And realize the situation was so dire. That's why they can't afford to spend too much time investigating cases and trying the criminals in the courts. Staff and money are both short. Crimes are usually pinned on the first suspicious person. Not good. Not good at all. I suppose it's a harsh reality of the workings of the world's greatest justice system. I suppose it is, but in that case, I don't hold out much hope for Sasaki-san. Thank you for answering so many of our questions, Iris. That's been very informative. He's really so good at this. Might be even better than Sholmes. But don't blush. Please. You're most welcome and have so much fun. You happen to know where Mr. Sholmes is at the moment. As you guess, we'd like to ask him some questions about this case as well. Well, I expect Holly is still investigating the scene. Of the case involving Mr. Natsume, you mean? Yes, Mr. Yeah, nuts. Holly said he was going to the man's lodgings. If you leave now, you'll probably catch him there. Do you know where those lodgings are? I imagine the police are still investigating the scene of the crime themselves, aren't they? You happened to come across a detective by the name of Gregson when you were there. Yes, we know Inspector Gregson, indeed. Good in that case. Give Greg this from me, would you? Kinda cute. If you do that, I'm sure he'll tell you what you want to know. What is this? A 5-shilling piece and a postcard, it seems. Whatever. Please tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem. This will make the inspector help us, will it? Well, thank you, Iris. We'll give it a try. Time to move. Look, then I'm going to return to writing my manuscript, The Speckled Band. I'll be making more special blends of tea. I'll come back again soon. Would be delighted, thank you so much, Iris. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, it's back to the scene of the crime. So someone dubious that they would exert any influence over the man of Scotland Yard at all. We headed back to the scene with Iris' curious notes, and one of the world's heaviest silver coin in my hand? In hand? I think. Dang it. Why is it always like that? For those to be continued. I guess I'm pretty bad at guessing when they come. Yes, I saved. Always. 19th of February to 38 past 2 p.m. Briar Road. It looks as though the police are still here, carrying on with their investigation. Professor, let's find Inspector Gregson as quickly as possible. Yes, and let's see if he'll take a break from his chips to look at that silver tip Iris gave us for him. Oh, Mr. Gregson, can you look at that? You have a moment? I'm sorry to say I don't. I'm a very busy man. Are you sure about that? I should busy talk to a pair of foreign gadabouts, that's for sure. But it is for you. A present from Miss Iris Wilson. From her ladyship. Leave that here, at once. Come on, hand it over. That's for me. Don't wait for me to give it to you. Will you? What was that coin exactly? It's a silver crown, obviously. It's a lot more than that. It's, well, it's an appearance fee. That's what it is. An appearance fee? You mean... That's right. By the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, my ladyship always offers me a financial reward for featuring me. Every time. Oh, I see. A bit like royalties. I know all about your exploits, Inspector. I read them avidly. Of course, by using my name without my say-so does make me the butt of a lot of unpleasant jokes, but still. I'm sorry, Inspector. That must be difficult for you. Never you mind that. Then what do you want to know then? Tell gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem, it says. Obviously it's not a problem. Don't fire away. What do you want to know? Well, if you don't mind, Inspector, we'd very much like to know the address of Mr. Nasume's lodging. A little knife-wielding mustache Japanese fellow. Lives in the right old hovel. It's just over there, look. Oh. On the first floor of that house on the corner where that wreck of a bicycle's propped up. It's closer than that far. It is nearby indeed. If I remember rightly, the landlord is a Mr. John Gary Dabb. Right, well, you see her again, you make sure you give her ladyship my regards, you hear? I mean it. You tell her that Gregson sent his very best wishes. Weird. Yeah. Yes. Goodbye for now then. And long live her ladyship. I don't really get how much money it is. At least he told us what we wanted to know before he left. But then shall we go and see what we can find in Mr. Natsume's lodgings? Definitely. Let's see. That's a rather typical old brick building, isn't it? But it has a long and interesting history. Well, time suddenly seems to have taken its toll on the place. It's crooked and sagging all over. Yeah. That's the house where Mr. Natsume has lodgings. Just across the road from where the incident took place, I see. It must be awful for Sasaki-san, getting caught up in something like this in a foreign land. Oh, we need to move inside. Huh. Mr. Natsumi's lodgings. May I help you? Oh yes, would this be the residence of Mr. John Gary Deb? Indeed it will be. And who may I say is calling? My name is Runosuke Naruhodo. I am... Mr. Naruhodo is representing Mr. Suseki Natsumi. I believe he takes lodgings here. What's that? I would very much like to ask him some questions about clients. One moment, please. I should convey the message to Mr. Garadeb. You see that, Mrs. Susano? It was a real-life English maid. As I understand it, anyone outstanding in English society employs a number of household staff. That was the first time I've ever seen one in the flesh. This day keeps getting better. It certainly feels like we've already arrived now, doesn't it? We need only to meet the butler and the experience will be complete. I'm not sure if I'd go that far, but I understand the sentiments. Thank you for waiting. Mr. Garadeb will see you now, this way. Oh, what a refining man. Moon? Man. The Moon Man. There's so many things here. Let's start with Garadeb directly. Good day to you, John Garadeb, at your service. Pleased to meet you, sir. This is Runosuke Naruhodo, the defense lawyer. You excuse me not getting up. Took a shot to the knee a few years back in the Battle of Maywan. Maywan? Maywan? I don't know. Don't you know? I'm in the middle of my pains, but had to withdraw from service and offered the reins to the hub and comings. He's a retired soldier. It's a hell of a job getting up and down stairs now. I can tell you, and get out much, as you can imagine. It's quite a climb up here to the second floor, isn't it? While standing at the top of the stairs, aren't they? You must take more exercise, Mr. Naruhodo. Do you think so? Oh, Mr. Garadeb, no doubt you were very courageous to earn yourself a medal. Oh, it was nothing. The medal's just a folded roll, really. I wouldn't like to offend the general, though. I grudgingly displayed it on the wall. Why don't you fetch it down, Johan? Let these people see it properly. What the hell? Careful. Oh dear me, I do beg your pardon. You really nearly took the skin off my hands. I shall be more careful, sir. What a weird interaction. Anyway, there you have it, living the quiet life now. I see. Now then, here you want to know about the chap lodgings downstairs. Is that right? Yes, we will be very grateful if you could answer some questions for us. Only to please, naturally. Especially if it helps to keep the peace here in Blythe. Okay. Tea with a tobacco flavor. Weird. We forged islands with the Empire of Japan recently, and I'm sure you're aware. This case is very much in the public eye, as it were. Oh, it's the same thing that happened in the beginning. Because of these islands, it's a bit tedious. This case. Tedious? Yeah. We had some famous detective walking around, you know, in this old house, would you believe? Yes, Mr. Sholmes, I believe. Would have been there to catch the chap's name. Read my cup of tea. Cup of tea? All the detective business. Oh, but you have a copy of Rand's magazine here, so... No, Anyway, the chap's investigating the foreigner's room as we speak. So he's in Soseki's sand room. It's a balloon nuisance, is what it is. The whole neighborhood's twitching its curtains now. I don't like all this fuss. It's jolly and settling. About Mr. Natsume, then Mr. Garadab, please do tell us. Yes, the Japanese chap, only been lodging here for a week. It's been a month since he arrived here in Great Britain. He moved in very recently then. I have two lodges most of the time, one on the ground floor and one just below us. This floor room became available a week ago. Johan, do be careful. Yeah. Hell. You want to know my opinion? I thought he was a shady sort of from the moment I set eyes on him. Why? He seems to have a most nervous disposition, always shaking and looking over his shoulder. The man had shady written all across his sweat-soaked brow, if you ask me. I say to myself, you are that man is trouble. Sooner or later he's going to do something untoward. And I'm really wrong about anything. Are you sure about that? We won't be calling this maid as a witness, that's for sure. Was there anything else that struck you as suspicious about the man at all? Indeed there was. He just died in Solace. You notice anything else at all about your lodger, Mr. Natsume? On my word, yes, the man was shadier than the orchard. Could you elaborate, please? Ooh. Well, I'll take the man's room. Doesn't it hurt when you do this? Again. A solid stuffed full of books it is, more than anyone could ever read. He never so much as passes the time of day with another living soul. Haven't seen a single visitor call. He just trots off that old bookshop every single day. He comes back at 5 to light the gas fire. And the fellow little man is up long past the time. Everyone else in the house has gone to bed too. I see. The man on the ground floor goes to bed at around 9 each night. But I never know that Japanese fellow to retire any earlier than 2 in the morning. What do you know? You clarify something, I wonder. What pray? How do you know so much about Mr. Natsume's routine? Understood that neither of the lodgers live on this floor of the house, is that correct? That's right, yes. They're both below us, on the first floor and street level. And how is it that you know so much about the lives of your lodgers? The precise time that they come back in the evening, for example. Even the time that they go to bed. That's really not cool. Something doesn't add up here. It is also about this apron on the left. Maybe it's hers, but why is it here, like that? It seems that the incident took place at around 5 in the evening. He happened to look out of the window at around that time. The window. Yes, we noticed that the window over there looks out of a briar road. The incident took place on the pavement just on the far side of the street. Was anyone suspicious loitering nearby? 5 o'clock is dinner time in the Gardeb household. A bit early. I'm afraid I don't remember seeing anything. About you, Johan? Johan? Oh no. No sir, it will have been dusk outside already at that hour. With the fog as well, I should think it will have been quite impossible to see the other side of the road. I see. You notice anything else out of the ordinary then? Such as? Anything at all, even if it seems unrelated. Well, yes. Was there something then? Was nothing particularly significant, but around that sort of time in here. I think she's hiding something. If I may, Mr. Now Hall Low. Yeah? You have an exceedingly good memory, and as far as I remember, nothing of any significance took place here at that hour. Nothing at all. Really? Mr. Garadeb? The way you were talking before, it sounded rather like there might have been. Oh well, as I... Nothing happened, sir. Yes, quite. Nothing happened. We sat down to a quiet and eventful meal. Johan? That's right, Mr. Garadeb. What is the matter with these two? Sounds like something happened here in this room on the evening of the incident, but what exactly? I wish I knew. That's so suspicious. Can you tell us which floor Mr. Nasume's room is on? Just below us on the first floor. And Mr. Sholmes is investigating here. Even as we speak. He has told me that's his name and asked him to look into the matter, so I gave him the key. So Natsume has engaged Mr. Sholmes' services. That's a blatant lie. Will it be alright if we also had a look around in Mr. Natsume's room, I mean? Don't see why not, it's just down one flight of stairs. Who knows if we'll find anything that could help us with the case, but we have to try. In all the clues we can lay our hands on, shall we? And while we're here, we can speak with Mr. Sholmes again. Perhaps will he be able to tell us more. Usually we don't have any new evidences if it's not asked. Oh, cat! Well, if you want to know more about Sholmes and talk to him, well, at least see what he'll be talking about, you'll have to wait, unfortunately, next week because it's getting a bit long. As always, thank you for watching, but we'll still be investigating. I guess we'll have the time to finish the investigation, or we'll just finish it before, well, we start the trial and, well, stop the videos. After all, I'm coming back in 2 weeks, I think. So yeah, be prepared of something. Something like that. In any case, have a good day, or a good night, or whatever, and see you later. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, also glad that you watched, whatever. Pretty sussy, this Sholmes guy. And also those two people on the second floor. I don't really like that. Oh no. It might be interesting. Who knows? We'll see that later. See you.